The Instagram algorithm has recently changed, and you need to make sure that you're adapting, how you're setting up your bio correctly. You need to change the hashtags you're using, how frequently you're posting, and the type of content you're actually creating on Instagram if you want to get more views. Because if you don't change these things, it's going to lead to a decrease in views. And you might already be experiencing this, but don't worry, because simply making these changes is going to get your views back to where they're supposed to be. I just helped this creator make these changes, and they were able to gain over 90,000 followers, and this creator over 600,000 followers, and the same thing could happen to you so long as you implement these changes. So when it comes to setting up your bio correctly, you want your bio to be set up like Nick's. Now, before I show you exactly what he's doing, I'm going to show you why I actually say that. So what he does is try to increase people's credit scores and tell them how to use their credit better, and basically just broadly financial advice. So if I come up here, and by the way, you can do this to your own account to be able to see whether or not your account is actually being classified correctly, because if it's not, it's why you feel like the Instagram algorithm hates you. So if we come under here, we see the suggested accounts. We see the Credit Brothers. We see Miles Made Easy, the Points Partner, Max Miles Points, the Points Guy. These are all related to the content that he is uploading. So what does that mean? That Instagram has correctly classified his content and is showing his content to the right people, and that's because his bio is set up correctly. So he has credit score, he has credit evaluation, and he has these emojis that make this incredibly easy to read. On top of that, if we come down to his content, what he is consistently doing is putting text on the screen that has to do with credit cards, has to do with credit, has to do with things related to that, and then also he's writing those things within his description. And then also he's writing these things within his descriptions, and it's showing in the highlights here. So all of this data Instagram looks at and says, okay, we know exactly who to show his content to, and boom, that's why he gets as many views as he should be getting, because his content's actually being classified correctly. And if yours isn't, it's one of the reasons you're not getting views, or you might be messing up this next thing, which is that you're posting either way too much or you're just not posting frequently enough. And the way that you could actually determine this is by looking at your competitors and seeing how frequently they're posting, but also applying these rules. First and foremost, when you're posting stuff on your feed, I would not post more than 1 to 3 times a day. 3 times a day is going to be the absolute maximum right now on Instagram, but ideally you should be posting at least once a day. If you make content that's really, really hard to upload, then uploading at least a few times a week is going to be good. And when it comes to your stories, this is going to be completely different. So back in the day, uploading a lot of Instagram stories was a really good thing to do, but it doesn't work like that anymore. Now, you should only be uploading 1 to 2 stories a day. You need to be maximizing for stories that are getting reactions, and you should let your stories expire and then post after they expire for you to maximize the reach that you're getting. And when it comes to the frequency at which you're posting, I did want to add on another thing there. But first, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to grow quicker on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, I literally upload a video every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In addition to that, I just created a free Instagram growth course. You can get it at the pinned comment below. It's going to share with you things like the best time to post on Instagram, the best hashtags to use, and even how to monetize your Instagram with not that many followers. So what are you waiting for? Go to that pinned comment below and register today. It's literally 100% free. Now, the other thing I did want to mention when it comes to posting frequency is that you want to make sure that you are not posting about the same thing over and over again, because what this is going to do is decrease your reach. Instead, you need to be waiting at least 2 to 3 days before you post about the same exact topic again. For example, if we go back to Nick, and obviously this probably won't apply to your niche, but you can apply this same thing to your niche. If he posts about the Capital One credit card, he's not going to want to post about the Capital One credit card for another 2 to 3 days, because he wants Instagram to push that post as much as it possibly can and be able to find the correct audience for it. Because if he just keeps posting about the Capital One credit card, Instagram is going to keep getting confused, keep trying to show that content to the right people, and ultimately it might actually end up showing that content to the wrong people. But if one day he posts about Capital One, the next day he posts about American Express, the next day he posts about the Apple credit card, well, it's actually going to help the Instagram algorithm find the right audience for that content, because your posts on Instagram are lasting for a much longer time now. In the past, Instagram posts only got views for like 12 to 24 hours, but it's not like that anymore. Posts can live up to 90 days, especially if you're ranking for search or talking about a topic that a lot of people are interested in. Now, on top of all that, you need to make sure that you are not using banned hashtags on Instagram. If you want to know how you can figure that out, literally just come over to Google, type in banned Instagram hashtags, and then what you're going to see is this website right here. I would not use this website. In the past, I used to tell people to use this website, but now you're trying to charge people. So instead, you should come down here to iqhashtags.com. You're going to click right here, and what this is going to do is you're going to be able to link your Instagram account and see if you have any banned hashtags, or you can literally just type them in here. For example, I'm going to type in affiliate. I'm going to type in affiliate marketing. Oh, sorry, I spelled that wrong. I'm going to go affiliate We're gonna go affiliate marketing. We're gonna go make money online. And then so we could find another banned one, I'm gonna do OnlyFans. Now what you're gonna see here is that these are correct, these are good, these are not correct, these aren't good. So what you need to make sure is that you're going through the hashtag list that you have, putting them in here periodically. You don't need to do this every day, you don't need to do this every week, but I would try to do this at least once a month so you can make sure the hashtags you're using have not been added to the banned hashtag list, because if they are, it's one of those things that's decreasing your reach without you knowing about it. Now, the next thing that we need to cover is the type of content that Instagram is actually pushing right now. In fact, there are 3 types of content that they're pushing more than anything else. The first type of content Instagram is pushing are memes. Instagram is a meme platform. Basically, they want to push things that get people to laugh and that are relatable to people. And memes do a great job at doing both of those things without it taking that much time for the point to get across. And this is actually a huge learning that you need to understand for all of your Instagram content. Nobody comes to Instagram to watch a 60-second video, a 30-minute video, a 5-minute video, a 2-minute video. They're coming to Instagram to get 5, 10, 15, 20-second clips that are going to make them laugh, that are going to teach them things, that are going to help them find out about something new. So if your content isn't doing one of those 3 things, it's one of the reasons you're not getting views, and you need to be looking at the memes that are doing the best within your niche and try to create content based off of that, because clearly those memes are relatable, they're funny, or they get the point across on something really quickly in a relatable way, and that's what you need to be doing in your content. The second thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is way more green screen content. One of the biggest mistakes that I see small creators making on Instagram right now, and you're probably making this, is you're talking about things people don't actually care about. And using a green screen immediately gets more people to watch your content because you start to talk about things people actually care about. It could be a big celebrity. It could be a news article. It could be something else you saw on social media. And this is going to help to increase your views. And then that last thing that you need to make sure that you're doing on Instagram right now is you need to make sure that you are stitching more content. What do I mean by this? If you go to do a remix on something, you can actually just take the first 5 seconds of something on Instagram and then react to it. Doing this reaction content is going to do really well because essentially what you're doing, similar to the green screen content, is you're stealing the hook from that really good piece of content, that first 5 seconds, and then you're reacting to it. And what this does is forces you to piggyback off of content that has already gone viral. And if you start doing this in your posts, it's going to increase the reach that you get because more people are going to stick through the first 5 seconds. Because if you're not getting views on Instagram, the reason being is because nobody's interested in what you're posting about and nobody gets through the first 5 seconds of your video, which is why Instagram isn't pushing out your content. So using these features is going to basically instantly solve that, and it's going to increase the amount of views that you're getting. On top of that, there is one last final change, and that is that you need to focus all of your content around 2 metrics. 1, how many shares are you getting? And 2, how many replays are you getting? Now, shares are going to come down to whether or not your content is funny, whether or not your content is newsworthy, whether or not your content is relatable. Those are the only 3 types of content that actually get shared on Instagram. So if you're not making something that hits any of those 3 things, well, guess what? That's why your content's not getting shared. On top of that, you need your content to be short. Nobody wants to share something with somebody that's a minute long, that's 40 seconds long, that's 30 seconds long, or that's just somebody talking to the camera. That's really not what gets shared. So you need to fix your content to make it things that get shared. And if you don't know what gets shared, simply look at other people's content, see how many shares they got, and if they have at least a 70% share ratio, aka they're getting at least 7 shares for every 10 likes that they have, that's a really good signal that a lot of people like that content. And if you take what they did in that content, do it in yours, boom, you're gonna increase your reach. The next thing is the number of replays that you get, aka how many times somebody is watching the video over and over again. And there are 2 ways for you to do a really good job at this. First and foremost, just make your content shorter and this will just naturally happen and you'll get way more views. The second thing though is that you need to loop your content. The way that you do this, create a regular video, take the beginning, put it at the end, have the video start immediately, which is going to increase the chances somebody actually watches your content. And then at the end, they're not going to be able to distinguish the end from the beginning because you have the beginning at the end, and then boom, you end up getting more reach. Your video ends up replaying, and this is going to get you more followers on Instagram. Now, if you want guaranteed results, like how I helped this creator get over 90,000 followers and this creator over 600,000 followers, well, please keep watching this video because I've got a special offer for you. In fact, I want to work with you one-on-one to help you grow quicker on Instagram. The opportunity to grow on Instagram and this organic reach we're currently seeing are not going to last forever. And there are two things holding you back from seeing the growth like the creators that I share with you in this video. The first one is that you haven't implemented the tips that I just shared with you. And the second is that you haven't gotten into my Instagram mentorship program yet. That's literally going to guarantee that I help you get more followers on Instagram in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. In fact, the average person that's gone through this program in the last 30 days has gained over 25,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 1,000 followers if they implemented every piece of advice that I share with them. Now, since you're still watching this video, I'm going to assume you're probably above average. So the odds of you gaining over 25,000 followers are probably quite high. And if you want results like that, go to the link in the description below right now and sign up, because there are limited spots available. I'm going to be telling you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use. I'm going to send you new post ideas, and I'm going to critique your content to guarantee that you get more growth on Instagram in the next 30 days. It doesn't matter what your niche is or what your background is. This program is going to help you get followers more easily and quicker, so that you don't have to spend endless hours trying to figure out the things that I already know about exactly how to grow your account. In fact, I just helped this creator in the program and they gained over 100,000 followers in just 30 days. I helped this creator, they gained over 150,000, and this creator over 200,000 followers. If you want results like that and I want you to be my next success story, go to the link in the description below and sign up right now, because every single day that you wait, it's only going to get harder to grow on Instagram. It is easier than ever to grow right now, but you need to take advantage of this opportunity. And what's better than an opportunity where you're literally going to grow on Instagram or get your money back, 0 questions asked? Again, there are limited spots, so go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. Otherwise, I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen, because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.